what is going on? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel, Foodie Gang. Welcome back to the channel. We are going to keep it simple today. We are just going to make some cereal and coffee. I am sorry I'm late. And I'm going to tell y'all about what happened to yesterday's live stream and why it didn't go down. But hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, support the channel as well. So, making something simple today. We're just going to make some coffee and some cereal. Yesterday we did French toast, but today we're keeping it simple. And I do have to wash dishes. And I'm going to tell y'all about what happened yesterday. We were supposed to do a panel show yesterday, and it didn't happen. I went to my cousin's house, right? And I'm going to do this with you guys. They were doing tequila and tacos, and I didn't do a live stream, but I did get some videos and pictures. You know, I haven't really liked taking pictures of myself because I can't really smile the way I used to. But I got some pictures of the food, which is the most important part. So we got our coffee maker here. You guys know when I'm at home, I have a Keurig. But I need to get one of these little pots because it makes really, really good coffee. I really liked it. And I used to have one of these, but then I got rid of it and I just started doing the Keurig. But because the Keurig is a little bit more convenient. But I like these little pots. It's just perfect. It's like you don't waste too much coffee. I know there's coffee in here, but I'm just saying, like, I brewed a lot because I thought my cousin was going to bring some. But this is perfect if it's just you and you're only going to have 1 cup of coffee or 2 cups. Like today, my cousin's not here, so I know I'm only going to drink 1 cup of coffee, so I'm going to brew less. But yes, I went over to my cousin's house, and then they were doing tequilas and tacos. And I was like, this is a great thing. It was a great thing. And they had they had queso that they made in the crock pot. They had tacos. Well, they had taco shells, tortilla chips. They had ground beef, turkey. It was a great thing, Mom. Let me put But the Keurig, once you start using the Keurig, it's just so easy. But one thing I noticed about the Keurig pods is it'll say a lot of times artificial. And so what I need to do is I need to get one of those reusable pods so you can put real coffee in there. But I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I'll be lazy sometimes. I'll be like, shoot, it tastes good to me. So we got some coffee here. Y'all see? Okay, y'all can see what's going on. But yeah, we're just gonna have cereal and convo. We're just gonna sit back and talk. And then that panel show that I was talking about, we're going to do it today. And I got to run some errands today. So, I got a little bit going on. When I run my errands, I'll try to go somewhere to eat and then bring y'all with me. But no promises. Okay, so then we got to put this on. Then, let me show y'all what cereal I have. My cousin has these little cups that look like little mugs. So, one thing I noticed is the Keurig is fast. And this one takes a bit. That's okay. Y'all don't really be in a rush. Okay, I got the strawberry awake. It has like the dehydrated strawberries. I think Special K makes one, but I was being cheap, so I did get the great value, you know what I'm saying? It still tastes the same. Ooh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to block y'all off like that. I almost slapped y'all down. Okay, got my little cup right here. I'm gonna get a different cup because I always get the same cup for the, you know. And then I have hazelnut creamer. I got my milk. Hazelnut creamer. Put a little bit of that up in here. And Ayla is still asleep, but I could tell she was starting to wake up. But yes, I had a good night. I had some. I gotta post a picture. I made these nachos, and then they made some like homemade queso in the crock pot. I put that on there with some more cheese, some lettuce, some sour cream. They had pico. They had green onions. It was so nice. I was like, I need to do this thing, tequila and tacos. I was like, this is tight. Okay, and then after we get all this done, we're gonna go sit down and chill out. Yeah, chill out. I don't like my cereal to have too much milk in it. Oh, let me get some water. I need some water. It's hot out here. I just turn around in a full circle. Okay, I'm starting to carry over the stuff to the table. Y'all remember how I told y'all how I hurt my knee? Hurt. Y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got our cereal here. I'm gonna carry this to the table. Come back for the coffee. Okay. Coffee, hazelnut creamer, Folgers. I don't like to make my coffee too strong. If it's too strong, I feel like it runs right through your body. And then I'm gonna use that same spoon to stir this. So let me see if I can take y'all with me at the same time. Okay, here we go. Going to the table. Ooh, I'm doing. Okay, here we go, y'all. I'm just heard a noise. I don't know what that was. I'm looking around like that and hit something. Okay, here y'all go. I'm looking around like that hit something. Okay, when I eat, I have to have a bunch of napkins. Okay, y'all looking at me, but ain't nobody hitting the like button. What's going on with that? And I don't think anybody's saying anything. Why y'all being weird? Why y'all being weird? Let me straighten this out. Okay, here we go. Okay, before we eat, we gotta pray. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, thank you for this food. Thank you in the hands that made it. And everything that you continue to do. Thank you for working miracles over my life and the life of so many others. In Jesus' name, pray. Amen. All right. I like to stir my coffee. I like when I make a drink. I just feel like when you stir it, it makes it taste different. Makes it taste better. My hair always looks a little bit crazy, but it's like curly. Hopefully you don't come through, but I'm looking crazy. And I did just wake up. Ava's still sleeping. Oh, I think that was the ice. Okay, because I was like wondering what that noise was when I was coming to sit down. I'm like, what the heck? That did not sound right. It sounded like something was falling. But that's the ice machine. I gotta put some eye drops in my eye. I normally try to put them in the morning. And then I'll put them in like later in the day. After my surgery, they had me doing eye drops every 2 hours. I'm like, bro, this is too much. But now it's like my eye still still gets dry, but I feel like it's better. It's better, and it's closing at night. I always have this one red that will not comply. The cereal is it's like Frosted Flakes, but not as sweet. And then with dehydrated strawberries in it, it's real good. Can somebody hit the like button? Can I get one like? Just one like. I know you're in here. I'm looking at the numbers. Shout out to the one person. I don't know why people refuse to subscribe and hit the like button. It's like, we know you're in here. We're gonna see it on the views. It's okay to like the content. It's okay. It's okay to subscribe so that you can come back. It's not a big deal. I don't know why people are so secretive and want to hide that they like somebody's content. Don't want to leave a... I don't know what's going on. I will admit. Before I became a content creator... Hey, Angela, girl. I was like, why ain't nobody saying nothing to me? Before I was a content creator, I never would leave comments, never hit the like button. After I became a content creator and seeing the struggle and how much work each video takes, I tried to comment on as many videos as I can now. And those content, and the content creators do read the comments. They have replied to me and everything. But now I always support and just say, hey there, beautiful people. I gotta read that twice. Hey, only ones. But yes, now that I'm a content creator, I see how hard it is to make content. I always try to leave a comment. Even if it's just flames in the comments. And to my surprise, like, they be reading my comments. And they be replying back. And Lady Wiser, I hope that everything is well with you. Yes, I'm doing much, much better. We have turned the corner. Doing much, much better. I started washing my hair because they wanted me to wash with baby shampoo. I hit the 6-week post-op mark. And then I went back to a scented shampoo and conditioner. And after I wash my hair with that, it like, my scar will like sting. So I've gone back to the baby shampoo. And I'm just like, I'm just going to wash my hair with baby shampoo for as long as I need to. And then I haven't retwisted my hair with like any products. I just do the Bantu knots. But I don't know what it is about that scented stuff, but it's too soon. I thought it was okay, but I was like, let me get some more baby shampoo. Let me wash my hair with something that's more gentle and doesn't have a fragrance. Or a fragrance. That's it. I'm not saying that word right. But I'm doing much better, lady-wise. How are you doing? Surgery is scary. And it's also a blessing. If everything goes well. It is amazing what they're able to do in the medical field. How they're able to fix people. I mean, it's crazy. It's definitely a God-given talent. And Angela Hurd said, healing blessings, lady. Yes. This is, I always tell people, this is the Hurt channel. Like, look, Chef Big Bang don't be acting too bougie. I done been there before. Fighting for my life in the hospital. So I am very, very humble. When someone says that they're going through this, going through that, I understand. Because I be going through it. Life be lifing for me. And I'm not one of those people who acts like I'm better than other people, because I'm not. We're all human. We all believe the same. You know what I'm saying? Like... But some people be acting holier than thou. Like, bro, You're one of us. You better cut it out. God will humble you. Yes, Angela, I didn't feel like cooking and cereal and coffee, yes. Um, I didn't feel like cooking this morning. Honestly, when I wake up, I don't eat for like an hour or two. A was still sleeping. We have fun. Okay, so last night I was supposed to do a piano show. We ended up going over to my cousin's house. Right? Lady White is absolutely humble, blessed, and determined to be who we are supposed to be. I know that's right. Amen. I am absolutely humble. God humbled me years ago. I was like, look, let me shut all the way up because parenting looks easier when you're looking at it. Marriage looks easier when you're looking at it. Being in the hospital looks easier when you're hearing about it. But I've gone through all of those things. And so I was humbled a long time ago. Um, oh yeah, we went to my cousin's house. I knew we were gonna go, but then it was like it was so late, so I was like, okay, maybe we're not gonna go. But they ended up having tequila and tacos, which is a great theme that we are gonna have to do, Foodie Gang. Hey, Hog. They had tequila and tacos, and then they had like it was like a taco bar, and you can make nachos. Thank you, Hog. And they had a homemade queso, and they had so many different types of tequila. One thing I will say about Atlanta and my family and people here, they drink. You know, like socially. You know, like that's what they do. And back at home, Toy doesn't really drink. Kiki drinks, but she drinks the same thing. Um, I don't really drink that much either. So when we do have social gatherings, we don't have 10 different liquors. mm. I have made me a cocktail. I'm kind of taking it easy on drinking because I don't want to get no headaches. And to say, you guys, my hair in Vegas is. Now, I would say I've never done bantu knots with long dreads. So I gotta look up some YouTube videos. But I know how to. I don't know if bantu knots work for long dreads, but I know how to do the barrel twist. You know what? I've never gone to the shop for my dreads. I've always done my own hair. I've always done Ava's hair. I'm just. Sometimes my sisters would do her hair, but I guess I'm just cheap. I'm gonna do my own damn hair. Hey, G Honda, how you doing? We don't got no onions. We got cereal and coffee here, so you can't hate on us. But I know y'all need to hit the like button, double tap the screen, support the channel. Hawk said, me too. Yeah, I've always done my own hair. And Anna said, I just want mine curly like it's. Okay, I'm going to look up some videos on YouTube, and I'm going to see if you can do bantu knots with long dreads, or see if you have to do another technique. But I don't mind doing your hair. Ain't no onions, Honda. I used to braid hair when I lived in Portland, bro. I fucking hated that shit. You know why? People would bring up a picture of Beyonce, but I want my hair like this with her braids. And you look at their hair and happy as hell. Bald spots all over their head. Like, why you bring me this picture when you trying to go from this to that? But yes, Hawk said, plus everybody energy ain't right. Show ain't. Okay, so when I was in Portland, I lived on the white side. So I had to go to the hood to get my hair done. I went to the shop one time, paid to have a sewing done. It was $300. I was pissed off. Never went back. After that, I started doing my own hair. But no, I'm not gonna get my money. And when I was in Alaska, when I grew up there, my sister knew how to braid. I knew people who knew how to do hair. But when I moved to Portland, Oregon for college, that's when I had to like, I didn't have anybody do my hair. So I went to the shop one time. After that, I learned how to do my own hair. I was like, I'm not paying you $300. And the customer service was terrible. Terrible. And she had a nasty little attitude. Like, hold up, I'm giving you my money for you to treat me like this. Hawk is right. Everybody energy ain't right. But I do want to go and get my dreads done one time just to say I did it. This guy was like, you did your own hair? Da, 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 da. I'm like, bro, yes. Shut up. My dreads are my dreads. Angel said, I can't seem to hold a curl. You have seen the length. Do you think that is the issue? I am not sure. I am not sure. That's why I said I gotta do a little bit of research. Because I've never had dreads that long. But have you ever tried, I think they use the pipe cleaners. Have you ever tried that method? So I've never done the pipe cleaner method, but I've seen videos of it, and those curls come out so beautiful. And those people have really long dreads. And girl, we're gonna have to get some pipe cleaners and try it. And you can sit up in the chair too. Okay, you've done the pipe cleaner. Yes, it holds somewhat. Hobby Lobby has big pipe cleaners too. And Hop, let me ask you, because you had long dreads before. Angela has long dreads, and she's saying that the curls don't hold. Is there anything that she can do to get the curls to hold? Because Hawk has had long dreads before. And like, for me, every night, like last night, even though I got home late, I put my hair back in the Bantu knots. So like, every day, I'm putting my hair in the Bantu knots at night. And so I have as many sizes and pipe cleaners. Bantu knots work too. Okay, so Hawk, even if you have long dreads, the Bantu knots will work. But okay, so if I wasn't, I do the Bantu knots every night because I feel like it makes a curl look fresh. If you don't do Bantu knots every night, your hair will still be kind of curled, but it won't be like this, in my opinion. And the longer you keep the Bantu knots in, the better. But I can't wait till my dreads get long. I love having dreads. I'm actually kind of like upset with myself that I didn't do it sooner. It's so much easier. You don't gotta worry about weave. You don't gotta worry about your hair. You could literally just wake up and go. And then it's nice because it's natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta do the whole weave thing. I love having dreads. But, if you're someone who goes to the shop a lot, it can get expensive. If you don't got your own dreads and you gotta wait on somebody else to do them, or you gotta go to the shop like every 2 weeks or once a month, it can get expensive, especially the longer they get. This is what I've heard. But I'm the type of person to do a lot of stuff myself. Or like, y'all see me, I cook my own food, do my own hair, make my own videos, edit my own videos, make my own thumbnails. You know, the only thing I need or I would like in my life is someone that was handy to like hang up curtain rods for me, hang up pictures. Like that would be very, very nice. I know what y'all was gonna say. 907, you need a man. Look, if they were easy to come by, I think a lot of people would not be single. Okay? And that's for the men and for the women. And then, like, when you hang something up, I don't want you to have an attitude about it. Like, don't be acting like I just asked you for half the world when I asked you to do something. I hate that. Jim Hawk, you leave the pipe cleaners in for about a week and you be walking around like that with pipe cleaners in your head? Wow. I didn't know that. I did not know people leave the pipe cleaners in for that long. And you know what's so foul? When you be watching them YouTube videos, it kind of be looking like it's kind of instant because the way they edit the videos. But I love having dreads. And like I said, I know how to do, you know, different styles and stuff. So when my hair does get longer, y'all can see a whole bunch of styles. You know, I feel like I do a lot of styles with my hair, like already. I haven't been doing that lately, y'all know why. But also Hawk said you can style them if your hair is long and you won't see the pipe cleaners. Oh wow. I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Bro, Ava has a bunk bed with a slide, right? And to say, if you don't do it, if you don't want to do it, don't ask if I need something. It pisses me off. You really don't want to help me, and it shows. And Coach Frank, I'm still in Atlanta, Georgia. How you doing, Coach? Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to his YouTube channel. I had somebody put together Ava's bunk bed, bro, the whole time. They was cussing. They was mad. They was angry. Like, bro, can you just do the job and be quiet? That person ended up not working out, but I should have known then that that person has anger issues. If you're putting together a bunk bed, getting hella mad, chain smoking cigarettes. Thank you, Coach. But yeah, that person was just. I can't stand when you ask somebody to do something, they do it, and then they have attitude. Just don't do it. Like, just say no. Say no, I don't want to help you. No, I don't. I'd rather you say no than walk around here like you have attitude and like it's so hard for you to help me. That type of stuff will get you put out of the equation permanently. And Hawk said these soft life men ain't handy, girl, at all. And the ones that's handy, let me stop. I'm gonna start talking about people. Okay, what Coach is talking about is I call them dreads. Black people like to call them locks, but I still say dreads because that's what I'm used to. But I understand why you guys call them locks. But I have been doing this for years. It's going to take time for me to change what I was saying. But that's the whole thing with dreads and locks. It's the history and, you know, I feel like recently, I don't know. When I grew up, everybody always called them dreads, but recently, I feel like black people have been more into the history, or maybe that's just the media. I don't know what's going on. Um, and so I call my hair what I want. Mm-hmm. I know that's right, Hawk. She said, I need you to be able to do an oil change or have the money to pay somebody to do it. Mm-mm-mm. Y'all, you know I'm down here in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm seeing a lot. And I'm like, I guess I was really isolated, and I didn't know that a lot of this stuff was going on. Um, it's people out and about here. It's new for me. I've never seen so many black sexy men. So I'm like, what's going on here? I've never seen so much. It's a lot. And I haven't even gone to the parts that people are talking about that have a lot. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And just say, Hawk, I can and have done all that. Yeah, my sister learned she know how to do all that stuff too. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the world. I don't know. People can't cook. People can't do their part. I don't know. Ooh, Hawk said, who you getting sexy for? You got your arms all out. You trying to bag you one girl? No, not out here. They were playing too many sides here for myself. I feel like this. If you look good, you feel good. And, you know, even if you're going through a medical issue or you're in recovery, hey, Tipo, I think it's important to wake up, get in the shower, get dressed, do your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta, like, keep it going. But yeah, it's too many people out here playing for both sides. I don't even want no parts in it. I think I'm just good. Um, and honestly, I have trouble picking the right person. And it'd be like, I feel like it causing more harm in my life than be helping me. I'm like, man, I should just stay single and I wouldn't be in this shit. So, let me see. Okay, I missed a couple of comments. Let me see. And Hawk said I do it too, but if you my man need to do it for pay for. Oh, she's talking about the oil change. Yeah, you know. Yeah, there's too many people out here playing for both sides. I'm just scared. But I will say the cousins that I have, some of them are married and do have really good black men, and they take care of their kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they're upstanding men. So I don't think everybody is just correct. I think the people I be picking just to be the wrong ones. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even want nobody no more. And Hawks, I think times have changed. They have changed, and they are changing again before our own eyes. And instead of things getting better, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's looking like it's getting worse. It's looking like it's getting worse. I kind of hope it gets better. Though. All we can do is pray for better. Hawk said, older men, not these young YNs. You know, I. How do I say this? Sometimes these older men be trying to be players too, though. At the same time, I feel. But I think that you got better. The odds are way better, way more in your favor with older men than with YNs. But I do feel like sometimes these older men be trying to be players too, because they be like, I'm at the end of my life. I'm not married. I might as well just do my thing. And one thing I don't like, I think this is all people, when you say no, it should just be no. But I've seen fools of all ages. Let me just keep it real. But the YNs, bro, just go ahead and leave them alone. They will ruin your life for sure, for sure. But there are some good young men too that I've seen. It just all depends on how somebody was raised, and I don't think it's a single mom aspect only, but it's whether or not they have discipline in their house. Also, but yeah, I didn't see some older man. It was like they be at the like. I ain't gonna talk. I'm not gonna say no names, but I know somebody in their 40s. They be at the club every weekend. Like, what are you doing here? Hawk said, but some older men got it together. You gotta ask questions and see if y'all were raised with similar backgrounds. That is very true. That's very true. And coming out here to the, let me put some lotion on. Coming out here to the south, I've seen, well, the good black men. So I think that has helped, with my opinion. And I've been trying to like not. They be getting mad when I get on these panel shows because the way I be talking, they always try to correct me. Everybody ain't like that. Everybody ain't like that. I'm not saying everybody is not like that. I'm not saying that. I never said that. They just are determined to put it in the frame of black women don't like black men. And that's never what I said. And if anybody got that from the stuff I've been saying, you ain't been listening. You're not listening to the compliments. I do agree with the with the taking part. Because the good black men I've been seeing, they already have somebody. And it's like good black men, ATL, Laugh Love, those are taken. They already be having somebody when I'm seeing them. Gotta ask if their parents are married. Shoot, I'm ready to switch sides, but I love black men. I feel like if I switch sides, I'm gonna cheat on the woman with a man. Like I don't think I'm all. I don't think I can say that for the rest of my life, I'm going without ping ping. Like I don't think I can say that. So I don't even want to get a woman involved in the games. Cause if the right man walk by and you know what I'm saying, he looking good and you know the chemistry is there, I'll be like, what girlfriend? So, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pray about it, let God. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, I'll be 60 and alone. That's cool with me too. As long as I raise my kid up right. Hawks, I can't do it either. I mean different race. Yeah, and Angela said, good live chat for your men members. And they ain't got nothing to say. Okay, so, would I date a white man? Look, I feel like this. All my life, I've tried to date black men. And it hasn't worked. Right? If I do meet a white man, I don't think I would be super opposed to it. Like, what am I waiting on? You know what I'm saying? If that white man is like good to me, good to Ava, taking care of the household, he's handy. Like, well, shit. I don't get why I would be like, hell nah, don't be no good man to me. Look, I'm. And And then Angel said, I'm already damn near 60 and alone. I dated damn near all nationalities. But you know what? I think some of us are meant to be alone. I don't think everybody's supposed to be married. I don't think everybody's supposed to have kids. It sounds good, but we gotta be real with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be real with ourselves. It's like, well, maybe I ain't supposed to be alone. There's nothing wrong with that either. Live your best life. I have an uncle who was alone, no wife, no kids. And my cousin David, no wife, no kids. Um, well, at least I don't think he has any kids. Man, he likes his space. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either. I don't know why the world makes you feel like you have to have kids, you have to have a wife. And people always ask me, when I'm on live, and they're like, do you have a husband? I'm like, dang. Y'all done seen all these lives, and y'all ain't never seen no man. You ain't never seen me talking about no husband. No, I don't got one. And Hawker, I just want a companion, someone to do life with. um, yeah, that would be nice. But you know, in the meantime, I'm gonna do life with myself and with my baby, and I'm gonna get the hell on with my life. It is what it is. And then I'll be like, okay, well, this must be what God wanted. I'm gonna warm my coffee up. But I had a husband before, y'all, and it was so terrible. It started off really great. I loved this person, but then it just ended so terrible. And I was like, oh, I never want to do this again. This is horrible. And trying to get out of it when the other person doesn't want to let you go is just so horrible. And then you gotta go to court. I had to go to custody battles. It was terrible. Terrible. I think all that is what led. I was born with the brain tumor. I'm not saying that this person caused me to have a brain tumor. I think all of the stress from that divorce and that marriage made my brain tumor grow. And then I moved back in 2020. 4 months later, I need surgery. I think it was the stress. Just the stress. And that's what I believe. They didn't tell me that, but I had this brain tumor for 27 years, and I've been okay. And then I get you in my life, and I'm laying down in the hospital bed about to get brain surgery. I do think you have something to do with it, but I don't got no evidence. I can't put that on you. But I'll say this. Since now I'm regulating my stress, I'm getting people out of my life who are the naysayers and got anything negative to say and who constantly want to argue with me. I think I'm doing great without the stress. If every time I talk to you it's an argument or it's a problem, I'm not even going to talk to you no more. How about that? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You blame me for everything. I don't know how it's your life, but everything is my fault. I don't know. I'll never get it. And Hawk said, amen. Yeah, leave me alone with all that stress. If you don't like me, you think I'm crazy, you don't believe in me, you don't support me, look, that's fine. Keep your ass over there. Hey, Emperor, what's going on? Ooh, Hawk said it doesn't really matter. At some point, I won't want to say, girl. Angel said, no dog, no husband. She ain't got no strings attached. But yes, y'all, I was married before. It was so terrible when I was trying to get out of that marriage. Would I do it again? I would, just so Ava could have a family or like a family structure. But man, once you commit to somebody on that level, people say that. Y'all got to stop with this. Because you can vet somebody and 30 years later you can be getting a divorce. It's not about vetting. You never know what's going to happen in life. The only thing you can really do is pray. But if you marry the wrong person, it's so terrible. Hawk said, like Fantasia, if you don't want me, then don't talk to me. Go ahead and free yourself. Yes. Why you come over here to stress me out? Stay. I had to block somebody the other day. Ava, can you heat this up for me for 30 seconds? Good morning. Ava's getting so big, y'all. She's really like my partner in crime, my best friend. And I'm so happy to have Ava. It's such a blessing. Yeah, I dated my ex for a year before I married her. She should have gotten an Oscar, a Tony, and an Emmy for her BS performance. You know what? I was with my ex probably like 5 years before we even got married, bro. Once we did that, he was like, ha ha, you ain't going nowhere. I pop this baby and you make your life hell. But you know what, Emperor? Emperor is so right. You could vet for 5 years, vet for a year, vet for 10 years. That person can just flip out of, and people never talk about that. People do change. Stuff happens in life that sets people off or that ticks them off. Like, what about that? Somebody could be good. They can go out somewhere, go to the bar. The devil could be on one shoulder, the angel on the other. They go with the devil and they flip. You know what I'm saying? It's people. I'm telling y'all, man. They don't tell y'all about that. People be flipping. But my ex was. Thank you, Ava. Let me know when you're hungry, okay? But yeah, people could just flip at any moment. They don't ever talk about that, but that's a real possibility. You could be sleeping next to somebody, they wake up, they're a different person. They they got a visitor during the night. People don't know who they are. That's, man. Don't get me started. Let me see. And Empress said exactly. Even her mother told her in front of me to stop tripping or she was gonna lose me, and her mom was right. And then also, we also have to throw into account substance abuse. You know, what they're cooking up in the lab these days. Have your head gone. And you start drinking that liquor, start taking that Finny. Totally different person. And I had to learn that the hard way. Even with the meth. It's to me, that's the devil. When you start playing with the devil and tap dancing with demons, you gotta go, bro. Yes, you have voices talking to you. You have hallucinations. The people you love will become your enemies. You gotta get out of there immediately. And I try to stay because I love this person. Hell no. Not no more. I'm saving myself. And if I gotta jump ship to save myself, guess what? I'm a jump ship. If I gotta get rid of you to keep my peace of mind and to save myself, guess what? You're out. One day you're in, one day you're out. I remember Heidi Gloom. What was her name? What's that show? Project Runway. I think it's Heidi Gloom. She said, one day you're in, one day you're out. That's how I do my relationships. And y'all should not listen to me. That's probably why I don't got nobody. Because I see one thing, I'm ready to go. You snake me once, I might give you another chance. But if you snake me in and you leave me in a situation where I'm down bad, and you don't want to answer the phone or answer the text messages, guess what? Don't even worry about it. Block, block, block. Look, leave me the hell alone. And then for you to come in here and snake me while I'm going through what I'm going through, I just had surgery, I don't understand like that, I can't comprehend. It's just, now you getting to the evil part. Now you getting blocked for real. Leave me alone. Don't hit me up on no TikTok, no social media, just leave me alone. I want to tell y'all the whole story, but I'm not. Okay, Empress said the third strike from the last strike for me was on my birthday. She didn't want to take off and celebrate with me, But she wanted me to take off and celebrate hers a week later. Yeah, I don't like that. Keep that same energy when it's my birthday, or you're not getting nothing when it's your birthday. Bro, I got a whole story about that. Hawk said God gave us everything we need. I took off. She canceled our plans to hang out with her friends and said, "Yep, Emperor, you did the right thing by leaving her." And Angela, and hey, Slim Jim, I see you out here. Angela, so side note, you rocking the bomb sunglasses and pretty cold shoulder blouse. Thank you. You know what? I don't feel like I need new clothes, but then when I come here, y'all make me feel so good. And then Slim Jim says, sliding through as I record daily vlog. Looking great. Shared you out. Thank you so much for sharing me out. I appreciate that. Angela said a good question. What attracted you to her, Emperor? Hey Drip, how you doing? Yeah, I want to know what attracted you. What color was she? Emperor, are you a person that believes in interracial dating? I know some of y'all are totally against it. I'm not that way. I think you should go with who loves you, but that's just my opinion.
I'm hungry, Mom.
Okay, what do you want? Some cereal?
Can you make me those things that we got? It was like strawberry.
All those toaster strudels?
Mm-hmm.
Can you do me a favor? Can you go turn the oven on to 400? It's a knob. Yes, they send the representative. That's exactly what they do, and that's exactly how they snake their way up in here. It's the one that's closest to the clock. And it has like two, it's down there on the stove on the black part. It's on the left. Yeah, they send their representative. They come up in here. Read the numbers.
987.
Okay, go to the next dial. Because that one has, you see the one that says like, go to the next one.
You said 400.
Yeah, so turn to the right.
Okay.
Yay!
It's on 400.
Thank you, Ava. Ava said she wants to tell her sure that sounds good. But yes, people be sitting there representative, and then that's who you meet, and then it's always, in my opinion, after you give it up. That's when the real person comes out. And Empress said, I'm not even going front. I was at first mesmerized by her backside. As most men are. That's why they end up with the 304s. She talked a great game for that year. I vetted her. Look, she talked a great game if after a year you vetted or married her. Hi. My baby just waking up. Go brush your teeth, Ava. You know, kids be I'm not holding breath.
Do I have to get dressed?
No, you can stay in your pajamas. Never trust a big butt and a smile. You trying to say? But I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. Like, there has to be more than that. But like I said, people are not really sitting down with people and picking out people based upon, you know what I'm saying, like the future. I don't care about her. Empress said, I don't care about a chick's skin color as long as she wants me for me and loves me for me. I had a lot of white, Arab, Indian, and Asian girls in college. Drip said, this is why I'm letting my parents do the searching for me, but I give details of what I want and get to decide also. And I would have said before, I don't think arranged marriages are bad, but I had a panel show and everybody said absolutely not. They wanted to pick out the person for themselves because their parents didn't have it together. I also understand that. Like, if your parents don't have it together, you're not going to want them to pick for you. But if your parents do have it together, you are going to feel more comfortable with them picking for you. So I get both sides of that perspective. Because everybody's parent which is unfortunate. Everybody's parent is not a parent. So, oh, Drip said I can choose my own wife if I want to anytime. Um, that's like bringing up your date to meet your parents. That's what Hawk said. Hey, Damien, how are you doing? He said, hello, good morning. Damien is our friend from Trinidad, correct? Trinidad, let me know if I'm correct. I was trying to remember y'all stories, making my brain work. Ooh, Empress said, lately I've been craving them snow bunnies. Ain't no shame in my game. Well, Dr. Umar would be very upset for you. Upset with you. He says, black women always, snow bunnies never. And then he repeats it 3 more times. Okay, Damien said yes, I'm correct. See, this is like trivia, kind of. It's like I got to remember all these backstories of so it's fun for me. But yeah, I feel accomplished. That made me happy. Because then it's like, for me, my memory is one of the things I'm always working on, and I don't want to be like forgetful. Or I'm forgetful, but I'm always working on my memory. So that's one of the things that I'm very glad about. Trinidad. Empress said my parents tried to hook me up with their coworker's daughter. I told them, hell no. I made the best choice. She turned out to be a bird brain. I hope to marry a black woman in the future. Okay, Drip. And then Jamie said, call me Trini to the bone. I would love to take a cruise, travel the world, eat food, and meet people. That's my dream job. That is what I would be very happy with doing. You know, and I think now, as far as like the traveling, it's a little bit harder because Ava's young. But one day she is gonna grow up. I would love to travel the world, eat food, and meet people, and ask as many questions as I want to. Empress said this chick literally went to a job interview at Toyota. They clearly discriminated her and told her that she still didn't sue. Shaking my head. Shaking my damn head. Hawk said play some brain games.
Can I watch TV?
Yeah, you can anyway. Yes, you have, Drip, and I heard you say that plenty of times. Amy said, come to Trinidad and I'll be your chef. Curries, stews, shrimps, no pressure. And you know what I love? I think that when I do, or I already know this, when I do travel, this channel is so helpful because I'm gonna get to be exposed to people from all over the world. Like, how else would I know somebody from Trinidad? How else would I know people out here in Atlanta besides my family? Empress said, I prefer the sisters. But if God blesses me with a white Arab, Asian, or Indian, I'm not fighting. That's how I feel. I prefer black men, but if it don't work out and I get a white brother, then it is what it is. Okay, we're gonna have some mixed babies. They're gonna have some curly hair. I'm gonna do it with some water and some gel. And it's gonna be what it is, you know. Emperor said, Hawk said, F them ninjas. Look. I like black men, but the black men don't like me. So it is what it is. If I give me a white man, I'll still say power to the people. I'll still be FBA, right? Y'all gonna cast me out? Emperor saying, can't forget the Latinos. I've had a bunch of them too with that crazy, bro. Okay, so I was at this event, Juneteenth. Hey, what was up?
Do you know what a red is?
No. Look under the covers and under the pillows. I was at this event, Juneteenth, right? And this dude was telling me that I grew up with. He was dating this older woman who asked if her boss could come over to their house and take a shower. Okay, he was dating this woman who asked if their boss can come over to their house and take a shower. And so he was like, I flipped out. I said, what? And he's like my age. He's in his 30s. And he said that this woman was like 48 or something, and she had kids his age. It was a crazy ass story. I was like, what ethnicity? What color is she? What I can y'all know the word, but I start with E. I can't say it. And he was like, I think he said she's Mexican. I said that sounds about right. And then I was like, that was not just her boss. That was the nigga she used to with. And he was like, I felt so disrespected. He was like, I called him back and I cussed him out, and they ended up calling the police on me. It was a crazy story. And he said he almost went to jail. He's not with her. And I'm like, bro, if a woman disrespects you like that, or even if a man does, and they have somebody else come to your house to take a shower, that is not your man. That is not your partner. That is not your woman. You are the side dude, and you are in the way. But she asked if her boss could come over and take a shower. What would y'all do in the chat if your person that you're currently with asks if somebody else, your boss, could come to your house and take a shower? What would y'all do? Oh, Hawk said maybe he was in a rough spot. Well, you gonna stay in one. Woo! You gonna stay in one. And this is Slim Jim says, say hey to the Goat Nation. Chef Big Bang shouting you out. Hey, Goat Nation. And you're right about that. Amber said, oh, hell no. Nah. Hey, but turn the TV down to like 13. Slim Jim said, nah, bro, yeah. Empress said, yeah, them Mexicans wild. I don't mess with them. I mainly mess with the Puerto Ricans. And they were about to have him arrested. And he was like saying that when he gets mad, he gets mad. But it's like, bro, why are you over there at that woman's house with kids? She has kids that are your age. What are you doing here? Why are you doing this to yourself? And then you're arguing with, no, that was probably her baby daddy. And most of the times, the Mexican women be married. So I was like, where is the dad at? Because like I said, they be married. And then Slim just say he was the boss at blowing her back out. Okay. Damien said, boss with benefits, that's a good one. Yeah, he got the benefits all right. He was swiping that card down her. Emma said, I would say, hell no. Nah. And she brings him up in there, the relationship is done. But he was saying that he felt, first of all, if somebody has kids your age and you're messing with that person, to me, it's already a joke. Because that is just so disgusting in my mind. If she asked first, it would have been different. Exactly, that's baby daddy or that's the husband. and they're beefing right now. And that's why he got kicked out of the house. Never be with the person who has kids either your age or around your age. Yeah, it's like Shannon Sharp with that young woman. And he has kids older than her. To me, that is disgusting. And they was only 8 years old. But even when she's like 25, I'm not dating a 20-year-old. That's just not even cool. Empress said, Drip said, if I had 4 wives, one is black, one is Pakistan, one is Arab, and one white or Japanese. Look, Drip said he did a team. Hawk said, you might find you a tenderoni. Look, if I find a tenderoni now, it's okay because my daughter's only 8. But when she gets to be like 20, and I'm dating a 25-year-old, and I'm like in my 40s, that's unacceptable. That's just disgusting to me. Empress said, when I was with a 56-year-old woman, I was 38. Her daughter was 23. That was close enough. Yes. I agree with you. That is, that's not bad, but don't go no younger. You know what I'm saying? But I just think it matters. I just think stuff like that is nasty. I was looking at this one, it was like a news article, right? Where the mom and the daughter was pregnant by the same man. And they were happy about it. This is totally some white people stuff. They were happy about it because they felt like it made them closer. I'm like, what? That is disgusting. Wait, you can date someone younger now but not later? Yes, because when my daughter gets to be in her 20s or 25, me dating someone that age or around her age is unacceptable. Right now, I'm 31. If I date a 25-year-old, that's not a big deal. But when my daughter gets to that age, that's when I need to move the bar up. Because that's a man that could be with me or my daughter. That's disgusting to me. That's what I'm saying, Angela. What if they were older but didn't have kids? That would be fine with me too. And I don't know. Scared to get pregnant again because I had a really bad pregnancy. And I do have a little bit of health issues. But if that's what God puts on my heart to bear another child, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take care of my kids. But I'm okay with where I'm at. Yeah. Hawk said, I close the shop now. Hawk, aren't you like 44? You know Janet Jackson had the baby at 50, girl. So have one at 51 so you could stop her. um, I'm afraid to get pregnant. Like I had a bad pregnancy, motherhood. It's been a lot of ups and downs. Hasn't been like the traditional story. So I'm traumatized. I'm like, bro, leave me alone. Altipa looking, what you looking at, girl? Altipa said she finna pop out a baby for the right one. Oh, okay. Hawk said 45, but I got my tubes tied. Okay. But I have a cousin who had her tubes tied when she was 20, which is really unheard of. Later on in life, she got remarried and she got her tubes untied so she could have a baby by her now husband. The kids are all grown. This happened years ago. But I thought that was crazy. But they don't normally tie your tubes when you're that young. I thought. Yeah, Amber said, yeah, that's why the main one I'm trying to holler at is younger than me, late 20s. I want healthy babies and I want her to be healthy too. Yes, and I've seen that too. Older men that get younger women so they can have babies. I mean, that's understandable. Chiba said, nah, he don't want any more and stand on it. Chiba be having them last minute babies. Cause you got a big age difference between your two kids. But you know what? I gotta be quiet because what if that happens to me? That's why I don't like talking about people that's like 40 and single. Cause it's like shit, that could be me in a couple years. Let me be quiet. um yeah, but she got her tubes tied when she was in her 20s. Remarried later on in life, got her tubes untied to have a baby by her husband, and then after that, I think she got tied again. But I would be so paranoid. And said, I mean, my pops is 10 years older than my mom, and mom had her tubes tied at 27 because she was done after me. And my big brother who was still one. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Emperor. Um, but this is what I heard. I don't know if this is true. Y'all let me know. I heard that now you have to be 35 or have like two or more kids. to qualify to get your tubes tied. Do you guys know if that is true? Yeah, I was surprised that she got her tubes tied at 20 after one kid. But she is in her 50s now, so this was a long time ago. And so with these insurance companies, they are so scandalous, in my opinion, and they probably have changed the rules, so it's harder to get it, so they don't gotta pay. But I thought you had to be 35 and have two or more kids to qualify to get your tubes tied. And just had heard that also, and percent never had heard of that sort of violating a women's reproductive rights. I guess I'm gonna have to look it up. I thought that was the rule. Uh, People always say, don't tie your tubes because you don't know. Look, first of all, you don't, some of y'all, I'm speaking to the men, don't know how it is to carry your child. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Interesting, I don't believe that emperor. Okay, LG, but coming through with the passage. She said, to be honest, so I don't know if I would want to go through the baby stages again. I mean, honestly, for the right ones, I'd reconsider, but we have to agree. I'm okay if I don't have any more at this point. Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it, El Cheapo. I think that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the insurance companies are filthy as f. I'm dealing with that now with my mom, that and the state with my lawyer. Yeah, these companies are. And then Hawk said, I don't want no geriatric pregnancy. You guys know when I was pregnant with Ava, my pregnancy towards the end was considered high risk. I was so scared. And the reason why my pregnancy was considered high risk is because I had hyperemesis. Look it up, y'all. It's when you have excessive vomiting while you're pregnant. So, you know how you have morning sickness? That was my whole pregnancy. I actually lost 50 pounds when I was pregnant with Ava. I was so sick. I think I had stayed in the hospital 2 or 3 different times for a couple of days because I was dehydrated. I was just throwing up. I was like, oh my gosh. And every time they would check Ava, she would be fine. I was the only one that was suffering. And my ex at the time was so nasty. I had to drive myself to the hospital, and he didn't believe that I was really going through it. I ended up staying in the hospital for 7 days. For 7 days at a time. Because I was so dehydrated. I didn't feel right. They thought I had Graves' disease, which is like your thyroid, because I was throwing up so much. It was terrible. They said I have an 85% chance of having that again. And Hawk said, me too. I had my last one, and he was supremely, oh man. Yes, y'all, I threw up pickles. It was so disgusting. I stopped eating pickles for years after that. And Angela said, completely the woman's responsibility. Yeah, when my grandma was pregnant with my mom, it was ectopic. They kept telling my grandma to delete my mom. Obviously, she refused. Isn't that when the egg gets stuck on the fallopian tubes or something like that? Wow, Hawk said I had him at 27 weeks. And then, as people say, I got more than 6 inches with Taylor. It was terrible. I couldn't smell or eat for the first few months. Yes. And what I'm going to get everybody to make Ava's toaster strudels. I'm making one too. What happened with me is that they ended up putting me on around the clock nausea medicine. So before I would eat, I would have to take nausea medicine. After I would eat, I would have to take nausea medicine. The only pregnancy craving I really got was like the ices from 7-Eleven. But it was like, you know how most people, yeah, it's called Zofran. You know how most people were like, oh, when I was pregnant, I was eating this and that, this. And bro, I couldn't hold down nothing. I would just throw up all night long. And my ex was at the time was so terrible to me. He was nice at first, but I think that I don't know. It was just weird. Yeah, the egg doesn't properly implant or something. My grandma had lost her first baby before my mom. Oh, they call those rainbow babies. But I'm sorry to hear that, Emperor. That I know this girl. She ended up becoming Ava's babysitter. She had lost her son. He had lived for like a couple days outside of the womb, but they ended up losing him, and she did have a daughter after that. And I didn't know this, but that's considered a rainbow baby. Is one that you have after you have a It wasn't even a miscarriage because the kid was born, but something happened and they were just traumatized by it, and I totally understand. So when I asked them to babysit Ava because I was working overnights, they loved Ava. You know what I'm saying? Like Ava would like ride in the same car seat that was for that other baby. And then that's another thing. When you get that far in your pregnancy to where you're actually having the baby, at that point you already have all the stuff for the baby. And so you're coming home from the hospital without the baby. Oh my God, I can't even imagine. And per se, yeah, my mom and I are both rainbow babies. But yeah, it was just very sad. Um, they were traumatized by it, but they were really good parents. And the mom had a school in her home, and she also worked for Wells Fargo. They were just great people. And she was a black woman. The husband, I believe, was Puerto Rican, and he had some kids. I think he was married before, so they were like a blended family. And you know, even though I'm a single mom, I have been able to I put Ava around people that are, you know, like a two-parent household. So like she's seen what it's supposed to look like. But let me make her food brush her. She come up here and check on me. Empress said, my first future child is born. They'll be my rainbow baby since my ex. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about the miscarriage. She deliberately had a miscarriage. Amber, you know I'm nosy. Because I was like, how is that possible? But if you don't want to share, that's cool. My accident with my son, I wanted him, so my ex didn't go to her prenatal appointments and did other things to induce a miscarriage. That is terrible. That, to me, is the hard thing about parenting is that you guys are you're two different people. You're gonna have two different styles. One parent may be lenient. One parent may be strict. One person's gonna want something else, another person's not. And I think that has been the hard part for me is finding somebody on the same book as me or the same page. Because if you guys want two different things, it's just not gonna work. It's not. And I be feeling like the good people be getting the craziest people in the world. But it's like whoever you choose has to be on the same page as you. And let me tell you something. I have not found that person yet, but we will see. We will see. Ava, can you charge the are you on the laptop? Are you on it? Okay. I gotta make sure it's charged. Whew. Okay, so I was supposed to do a piano show yesterday. What ended up happening is I went to my cousin's house. Is that good lighting? They had tequila. Why do I keep saying that word wrong? They had tequila and tacos, right? And I was like, oh, well, if I make it back in time, y'all, I was over there turn up. I was over there making some mixed drinks and all that. And I got home super, super late. I was like, okay, it's not gonna do it. So I'm gonna do it today. We went through all the testing afterwards. The doctor said it wasn't me. I got super genetic material. They said it was her. Her womb is tainted. Oh, you know what? I feel like there should be limits on abortions. I don't feel like anybody should be able to get multiple abortions. Let me see if I can put y'all down here. Y'all see me? I'm gonna put y'all back up here. Okay. I gotta clean this pan off. I'm gonna throw a couple of these in the oven. I need to just wash these damn dishes. That's what I need to do. Yes, tequila and tacos. I was like, this is a great theme. It was a lot of fun. And one thing I'm gonna do when I get back to Alaska is I'm gonna redecorate my house. Because everybody's house that I've been to is super, super nice. And I kind of have been in that space of not knowing what to do to decorate. But now I have an idea. I want to do purple and blue all throughout my house. I'm going to do purple and blue. So I'm going to get new curtains. I'm going to find somebody to put up a curtain rod in Ava's room. I already have curtains for her. And then I'm going to get Ava a new bed. She has a bunk bed, but she wants a bed where it's just like one bed. So what I'm going to do, because you know, I be bargain shopping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look on Facebook Marketplace and try to find her a bed on there and just buy a used one off somebody. Not the mattress, but like the frame. Just get a used one and I'm going to sell hers. And then, like, even though I want to move out of Alaska, I'm still going to fix my house because I'm going to be there till I move. So, hey, NX Squirrel, how you doing? Hey, Egoist. No, Egoist. You missed it. But we were not eating anything super fancy. We were just eating cereal. And now I'm making this. Hey, NX Works at Alaska Chef. I'm making some toaster strudels for the little one. So you missed it, Egoist, but we wasn't doing nothing over the top. Okay. So, we reached 6,000 subscribers, right? And we had our 6K celebration on StreamYard. But what I like to do is I like to cook a meal for any celebration that we have. I have finally come up with what we're going to cook for the 6K celebration. I don't know when we're going to do it. Hopefully very, very soon. I'm going to do a Western burger. A Western burger is like the beef patty. I'm probably going to use cheddar cheese. Or I may get pepper jack. And then you put an onion ring, barbecue sauce on it. And bacon, and it's really good. And I'll probably put some onions on it. But I'm gonna do that. I'm hoping pretty soon before I leave Atlanta. I want to do that burger. So, seafood boil. No, we're not doing seafood boil. That's funny. And shout out to Egoist for watching the content. Let me see how long. I always use a timer because I would be sitting down talking and I would forget what I'm doing. Bro, I made some cookies the other day. I burnt the hell out of those cookies. I was kind of like surprised. Like, damn. I was like surprised and really mad at myself. Because the oven always cooks slow here. And it's not that hot. So I left men for a while, bro. I was like, I was so mad. I was disappointed in myself. So yes. Oh, and so we're gonna do a Western burger for the 6K celebration here. I want to do it soon before we leave Atlanta. Yes, I was so mad at myself for burning them cookies. I only have like 5 left. And I was disappointed in myself. Like, what the hell? What the hell is this? They were hella burned. I still ate them though, but I was sad because the day before I made them and they were perfect. And it was to invite us for a big cookout. We have done cookouts when we've been in Alaska because I got my whole setup there. Uh, oh, Angela, I'm telling y'all the story about how I burnt these cookies. Oh, and I'm telling you guys about the 6K celebration meal that I want to do. We had a celebration on live stream before, but we haven't cooked anything. So I want to make a Western burger, which is a beef patty. I might use cheddar cheese. Y'all know I love cheddar. Onion ring, barbecue sauce, and bacon. And I'll probably put some grilled onions on there. And then you know what I've been craving? Ranch fries. You know when you get fries and then you toss them in the ranch seasoning? I have been craving those. But I want to do that. I want to cook something for the 6K. Because I always cook a meal to celebrate. And we haven't done that yet. So I was thinking about that. I love me some cheddar cheese. But pepper jack cheese is good too. But I might get cheddar cheese. Ava, I put them in the oven for you. So that's what we talking about. Now I was telling y'all how I burnt the hell out of these cookies. I was ashamed of myself. I just put it in the oven, Ava.
So what does it look like?
You can go open the oven and look. Ooh, Nutella sounds good. And then Igor said, I'm on a 0 sugar diet and I'm craving some white, soft, fresh bread with some Nutella on it. Nutella is the kind of thing that you can't even eat because it's too good.
You can't even like eat it kind of. You gotta put something like that, like really edible.
Yeah. Hawk said they have bunks with big beds on bottom and top. Or, okay, I'm gonna reread it. They have bunks with big beds on bottom and twin on top. Yeah, she has a bunk bed, but she wants a regular bed where she can just get in there easily. And of course, Angela, if you come to Alaska, we could definitely cook. You know, I'm always cooking wherever I go. Now, when we go to Vegas for my birthday, your girl gonna be on retirement, or not retirement. I'm gonna be on my big girl break. But yes, of course, we can cook when you come to Alaska, or wherever I'm at, or we can always plan another trip to go somewhere where we just cook. It don't gotta be Vegas. We can always cook. Yes, there we go. I'm on a hiatus when we go to Vegas. But Angela, we could always plan a trip and cook. You can come to Alaska. I could come down to Cali. I haven't been to Cali, so I do want to come to Cali. I'm always gonna find a way to cook. And Angela, I want you to cook these. Show me how to make a steak in a hotel room. Eagle said Alaska don't even try. My cooking skills are off the chart. Where are you at? Oh yeah, Egoist, aren't you in the UK? But yeah, I always find my way to some food. After my surgery, they were like, "How's your appetite been?" It never left. I mean, I came up in here hungry because you know how before you get surgery you can't eat. I came up in here hungry and I'm leaving hungry. And Hawk said I have a portable skillet. I want to get a portable skillet and I want to get a griddle. I used to have a griddle years ago when I was in culinary school and I lived in Portland, and I love that thing. But you know what I need to do? I always talk about this. I need to make an Amazon wish list. Okay, Egoist said I'm in Belgium. Okay, I'm gonna ask this question, and this is because I don't know. Is Belgium in the UK? And I don't want y'all to talk about me. Y'all know my geography is not that good. You know, I was in Alaska. I've been put up. Hawks, I use it in hotels. Yeah, is Belgium in the UK or not? One thing y'all know I drink water. Belgium is Europe. It's next to Netherlands, Germany, France, and Luxembourg. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I would love to travel the world, eat great food, meet great people. But I have been really enjoying this road trip, even though it's been full of ups and downs. I am glad that I have been able to document everything, or as much as I've had been able to, and I like trying food. This is my dream job, like what I'm doing now, which don't seem like much, but I love to travel, love to eat food, and I. One thing I have learned from this unexpected vacation road trip is I need to travel more. I need to travel more, and I need to not be afraid to travel. I need to trust in God, block out the haters, and rock with the people that rock with me, which is a foodie gang. You guys have been so helpful and so positive and so like reaffirming and like, girl, you got this. And then and so I have my electric skill in Vegas. Ego is said UK is overseas. Best investment ever is what Hawk said. Gotta renew my passport. I gotta get a passport. I have to get one. But I have learned that I need to travel more. And I need to trust in God and trust in myself. You know, I'm not it's dumb. I'm gonna make sure that we're gonna be good wherever we go. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people who are so worried in life. I am the opposite because I've been through a lot of stuff, and God has brought me through a lot of different situations. So I don't feel like if I step out on faith, I'm not gonna make it because I've already been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been through multiple surgeries. Um, Igor said, "Why would you be afraid to travel? Because people in Alaska put that in your mind. Like, oh, what if this? What if that? What if, like, bro, what if I stay here with y'all and live my whole life here? That's, to me, is scary. But people, like my family, I think it's because I'm the younger sibling. They are, like, so afraid I'm going to mess up or, I don't know. I don't know what the fear is. And even when I moved away to college when I was 19, one of my brothers was like, "You're so brave for doing this." I'm like, "Doing what? Going away for college? That's what everybody's supposed to do." Hawk said, especially with the way the government's going, gotta have a passport in case you need a fast escape. Bro, I feel you on that. Also, if y'all can't get TSA approved, it makes flying so much easier. You know what I need to do when I get back home? Is I need to get a real ID. Do you guys have one? Do y'all have a real ID? And I've heard about TSA approved. My stepmom, she has a couple of like devices in her body, and so she said was saying that her son got her the TSA approved thing, and it has made flying so much easier for her because she doesn't have to stand in a long line. It's easier for her to get through and go to the airport, and she flies a lot. But I would definitely do the TSA approved thing for me too, cause I like I don't. I need to go to the shoreline. Hawk said that's all they have here. You'll skip the regular line. Yeah. And like when I'm flying out of Alaska, we have a really small airport, so it's not a big deal. But when you go to the bigger airports, it is a line. You know what I'm saying? So and then when I go through the metal detector, I gotta tell my head I have a shunt in my head. They're like, well, can you go through there? I'm like, yeah, I can. I'm just letting you know. Look, Ava came up in here, right? And I have not been to the Atlanta airport yet. What is it like? Because that's where we're going to fly out of. Yeah, I got the passport book and the passport card. They both serve as real ID now. Oh, okay.
You didn't get it.
Yeah, isn't the TSA approved, like... I think when I looked down, I think it was like $130. How long does it last for, though?
2,000 years.
Bring me your water bottle, Ava.
Okay.
And would I have to get Ava the TSA approved, too? Oh. Okay, so the ATL airport is very busy. I think we fly out at like 2 o'clock. Okay, so where I'm going is about 5 minutes from the airport where I'll be staying at. With that being said, how early should I go to the Atlanta airport? Okay, Empress said yes, she has to get approved. Okay, so if I'm flying out at 2 o'clock, well, I think we gotta check out by 11 a.m. anyway. So I'll probably just head to the airport. Cause like, what are we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Hartford is very busy. It's the hub of the South. Arrive to any airport like that 2 hours early. Oh, okay. But yeah, the place I'm going is gonna be like 5 minutes from the airport, which is kind of nice because it's like, yeah. I think Ember was telling me about the Atlanta traffic. The traffic is not no joke. Not no joke. But after we check out, we'll probably just head. Maybe we'll get something to eat and then head to the airport. Cause when I was flying here or to the south, I I was still like recovering from my surgery. So when they have the boards and they have like all the flights, really, really small font, I couldn't even read it. Like my eyes could not read the board. But I feel like now I'll be okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna put the other ones on a separate plate.
I was gonna eat one of them. Do you want a third one?
After I finish these ones.
Okay, they're hot. Grab a napkin. But yeah, I could not read the boards because my eyes couldn't like focus on the words. But I think now I might be able to read the board. I looked at that board. I said, bro, this is a small ass font, and my brain cannot read that damn board.
It's like your brain said, nah.
Yeah, my brain was like, "Psych, we ain't finna read this." I was just looking at that board and like, I feel like it was starting to hurt my head. Reading all that small font, and even when I have my font don't be that damn small. Okay, and so I'm driving to Las Vegas, sis. Where are you gonna park your car to? Or park your car at? Oh. Where are you gonna park your car at? Cause when I stayed at the Luxor on the Strip last time, we didn't even get a rental car because parking was really, really expensive. So we just caught like Ubers and stuff. Okay, but that's when we were on the Strip, but the parking was super expensive. And then like I'm actually glad that we didn't get a rental car because we really didn't go anywhere besides the Spy Ninja headquarters, which is like an arcade for kids. But we really didn't go anywhere. Okay, Angela said, I'm not driving. She said, I'm finna drink. She said, I'm finna drink. Ava, come get this juice. Angela said, I'm finna be drunk. But you know what? I wish more people would make that decision. Like, okay, I'm not gonna drive because I'm gonna be drinking. And it's really sad when people make that decision that they're gonna drink and drive. You know, I would rather just someone say, hey, I know I'm gonna be drinking, so I'm not gonna drive. Cool. Nobody's, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's mad at that. That makes a lot of sense. Uh, I'm a scary driver. When I go places, like if I move down to Atlanta, the driving, I'm just like, whoo, it be real, real dark out here too. So rap something. I don't even remember. Okay, Hawk said passenger princess. uh And I am not going zip lining because I am so terrified of heights. So terrified. Girl, when I say, you know when you go to like a football game and you gotta walk up the bleachers, man, my heart be beating hard. El Chipo said she is going to come on the weekend. And she said, well, I believe she said, well, this is what I said for her. You taking Ava zip lining. Cause I don't do stuff like that. Nope. I'll probably, I'll probably pass out. I don't like doing stuff that make me too excited like that. uh, the Angela, that's why I should not go. Look, bro, I went. Okay, so when I was in Alaska, what do they call that? It's like when you go sledding down a hill, but you have an inner tube. I did that and I bumped my head. I said, I don't know why the fuck I'm doing this. Knowing I just had brain surgery or knowing my head's still healing. Now, Mom, I need to be having a helmet. After that, I stopped doing stuff like that. Like, nope. But I don't like heights like that. I need to be on the ground. Too much excitement for me. I don't be riding the rides no more. Nothing. And Angela lost a diamond earring doing it. Ava could do it. I'll take pictures. Nah, I don't like heights like that. I don't like scary stuff. I want to know I'm going to make it. I don't need to be... Nope. I'm good. I'll let Ava do it. But El Chipo said that she would take the kids. And El Chipo, if I'm wrong, girl, well, I said you taking the kids. I think I'll be so scared I'll probably pass out. And honestly, like, I used to do rides when I go to like the carnival and stuff. But honestly, since 2020, when I started having Yeah, brain surgeries. I haven't done any rides like that. I don't even do. I'm like, look, let me just play it safe. I haven't done any rides since I've been having my surgeries, so I don't know how I would do like on a ride or like a Ferris wheel or anything like that. I don't know how I would do. I'm just like, let me just stay on the ground. I don't even like. I'm so scared of heights that I don't even like when they have the glass elevators, like how they have the Chicago airport. I don't like that. It's too scary for me. And Hawk said, yep, I don't do them anymore either. Yeah, it's like, I feel like I'm young, but I'm old. If that makes sense. Ah, a piece of hair sticking up back here. Me too, Hawk. We have this thing in Alaska called Fur Ronde. It's like a carnival in the middle of winter. And we have this one ride called the Apollo, where it's like two sets of rows or seats that are parallel, and then it crosses like this. And I used to always go on there. I would go on rides back when I was younger, but since I had my surgery, I was like, nope, I don't even want to. I don't know how it's going to make me feel. I don't know if it's going to make my head hurt, if all the screaming and all the excitement. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it's going to make me feel. And honestly, I don't want to fuck around and find out. Like, I'm okay. Let me just stay on the ground. um, that's where I need to be. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand the ground. Look, I'm not risking my life no more than I already have to. I don't even watch scary movies no more. Nope. I don't want to be scared. I don't want to be overly excited. I'm not trying to be a daredevil no more. It's time for me to like sit down and just play it safe. So like they have the fair that just ended in Alaska. What I would do is I would have my sisters take Ava and or do the rides with her, or I'll let Ava go on the rides and I'll just watch her. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm staying out the way. And then when I get headaches, I have to take medicine and have to go to sleep because like my headaches be so freaking bad. Hawk said, I hold y'all back laughing at me either. They don't scare me no more anyway. Look, them scary movies, y'all can have them. Okay, I saw that one movie, Insidious, where that man was crawling on the wall. That was the last one I watched. I said, nope, too much. A really big souvenir store is close to the hotel also. Ooh, I love souvenirs. And you know what? I didn't get any souvenirs from Alabama, which I'm like, damn. But I haven't got any souvenirs also from Atlanta. And I want to get at least one fridge magnet. You know what I'm saying? Something before I leave. Um, I like souvenirs. There was this place when we were in the Luxor Hotel where it's like you could walk to other hotels. I don't remember the names of the other hotels, but they had this really nice souvenir shop, and everything was a good price. Cause you know how the strip is expensive as hell, but everything was a good price, and we were able to get a lot of souvenirs. We got shirts, we got fridge magnets, we got bags. We got a lot of souvenirs from Las Vegas. Oh, and we got the fan. It's like this fan where you like do like this and then you fan yourself with it. But we got a lot of souvenirs. But I need to get some souvenirs from Atlanta. Do you guys know if, because like Walmart in Alaska has souvenirs for Alaska. Does the Walmart here have a souvenir section for Atlanta? Because I'm mad I didn't get anything from Alabama. I had nothing. At least in Chicago, I got the sweater that says Chicago, but I didn't get nothing from Alabama. Yes, so my cousin, her on her fridge, she has a lot of magnets from everywhere she's gone. I'm like, that's a good idea because magnets are inexpensive, will not break in your suitcase, and you can put them on the fridge. And Ian said, you need another Las Wages, Nevada. Oh, t-shirt. Oh, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Almost there one more that I can have.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, Ava got her swimsuit and she's ready for Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I told her we're gonna spend a lot of time at the pool because we already paid for the pool.
You need to do what?
We already paid for the pool. Oh, it says Las Wages. Oh, I have not seen that before. It's the Las Vegas. Bro, Vegas is gonna have to do something because the price gouging has gotten out of control.
I know.
And people don't even go to Las Vegas like that. It's expensive.
If you go, it's only for like birthday, Christmas, only for the holidays, bro.
And wait, I didn't even gamble. Oh, there's this cafe called Pyramid Cafe. Oh, so good. The food in Vegas was on point though. It's expensive, but it was good. But that little cafe, I love that cafe. Being able to go down there for breakfast is so good. Ava, turn the kitchen light off, please. Ooh,
I'm at this with
it's over here. Okay.
this one.
Mm-hmm. We didn't do any buffets.
I know one thing we did have fun in Vegas.
We did though. Okay, and Hawk said they have good buffets. I don't know because I was looking at a lot of different hotels. Some of the hotels have like breakfast buffets for like an extra like $20 or $30. I don't remember if our hotel has one. And look up some places, please, of where you want to go and or eat, please. Okay, I have one. The Spy Ninja headquarters. That's what I was telling you about. You can actually buy. What we did last time is like we bought passes online for like one of the days we were on vacation, and then we just went there on that day. But I'll look up some other places too where I want to go. One thing I want to do. Well, Ava wants to go to the trampoline park. If we go to Spy Ninja headquarters, that is like a trampoline park. So that kind of cancels that that out for her. And I know she wants to go to the pool. We did not make it to the pool last time we were in Vegas. So we definitely got to go to the pool. I got to get me a swimsuit and a cover up, even though I'm not going to swim. I'm going to sit there and look cute. Um, the Spy Ninja headquarters. I think I sent you the thing. Gonna take you guys to Hash House a Go-Go. Oh, okay. But I'm gonna look up some other things. Oh, you remember the Wizard of Oz thing that you were telling me about? Was that like a show or a museum? I definitely want to go to a show. Let me see what they have. Let me look at it right now. Shows in Vegas. And I'll put in the dates that we're going. Free on the Strip. Oh, okay. Okay, the Wizard of Oz. Oh, okay, I'm looking at it. The Wizard of Oz at Spear. Oh, Spear is that new place that they just opened. There's this content creator, Susie, where she was standing outside of the Spear, and it looked so tight. Now, this sounds tight. I don't like. I wonder if we could find a deal on tickets. But I definitely want to go to a show. I'm okay with that. Now the Awakening, that sounds kind of scary. I don't know what they. That's like a dance show. Yeah, but the Spear looks tight. I haven't even. I don't even know how. Dang, Janet Jackson is going to Vegas September 10th to the 14th. And her tickets are only $71, but we're not going to be there when she's there. But if we were, girl, I would say let's go to hers. The last time we were in Vegas, we won. Okay, Angela. You've been asking me that for a while. Do some research. I will. I need to look and see. Is that Wizard of Oz show kid friendly? Cause there's some parts. Dang, Chris Brown, September 19th through the 20th. I'm so mad. I don't know why the Ticketmaster is showing, or whatever the site is, just showing me these people that I ain't gonna get to see. It's making me mad. Now, why are you showing me all this stuff that I'm not gonna get to see? They got the Michael Jackson concert, but he's not gonna be there, so it's like. I remember I went in the Michael Jackson store and I bought a tote bag and this really nice jacket from there. And they have some nice souvenirs. Okay, so I'm on Vegas.com. Oh, they have a holographic or hologram? That's. I don't know about that. Dang, there's so many options. Back to San Antonio on the 16th. Okay, and then is that when you're gonna pick up your car? And then head to Vegas. I hope your car is done by then, because that's a peace of mind when you get your car back. You know, that'll be a peace of mind for you. Oh my gosh, the last time we were in Vegas, we went to the Jabberwockies. Oh, so tight. So freaking tight. And then Angela said it would be fine. Yeah, when you get your car back, I think you'll. Anybody that has car problems and then their car gets fixed, you're gonna feel much better after the car gets fixed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's not right here. You're gonna feel much better. And even when I get back to Alaska, my mission is to get my car fixed up too. I gotta redo the transmissions. I wasn't tripping about it when it went out because I couldn't drive. But by October or in October, I should be okay to drive because I can like move my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just at the time I couldn't drive, so I wasn't even like sweating it like that. Uh, yeah, Hakta, you're a globe trotter. Yes, Angela be on the go. That's why when I be talking to Angela, I'm like, where are you at in the world today? You know who I want to see? I want to see Usher, but I heard that performance is not for the kids. But they have a lot of shows. Dang, they got Eddie Griffin. Oh, I've never seen a live comedy show before. This looks tight. It's called Wow the Vegas Spectacular. It looks kind of tight. Wow. I think I could send this to you, Angela, on my other phone. And then Hawk said that's really not for the kids. Which one? The Usher? Yeah. But what about the Wow Spectacular? That looks good. He was amazing in Vegas. Are you talking about Eddie Griffin? Yeah, because some of those comedians be cussing and stuff. Hey, Big Stacks. How you doing, Big Stacks? Oh, yeah, any comedy. Yeah, I agree with you because even when, yeah, the comedians be like cussing and stuff. And then they be having jokes that's kind of like, it's a grown folk show. I agree with you on that. They have a lot of shows in Vegas. Wow. Oh, don't book travel from the airport. Gotta tell you now, I don't have any assistance anymore. So I forgot many things. What do you mean, Angela? You booked from don't book travel from the airport. Gotta tell you now. What do you mean, Angela? I don't know if I have never seen a hologram before. Like when they get somebody that's not alive anymore and they project them on the screen. I don't know how I feel about stuff like that. Oh, you're so sweet, Angela. You know, Angela, like out of everybody in the foodie gang, y'all care about my birthday more than anybody. My people, they might bring me a cake. I might get a gift or something. But Angela, she's going all out, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Oh, okay, okay. Now I get what you were saying. Okay, and now I get what you were saying. Cause now it makes sense, Angela. You saying go to the airport, stay there, don't leave the airport. uh, but Angela, this is gonna be a great birthday, and I'm really excited to meet you, to be with the foodie gang, and this is how I would like to celebrate my birthday. Like with the people that love and support me. I really appreciate this channel. I woke up this morning. Damn, they had a Bob Marley show? Wow. I woke up this morning. Aw, you're so sweet. And they say you see a rep with your name. And you know what? When I went to Alabama to meet those people, I thought that they would be at the airport. Because if somebody I know and I rock with is coming to my city or to where I'm at, I'm going to be at the airport with a sign. And that's what I was saying. And so, Angela, that's what I'm talking about. When you know you're about to meet somebody that is coming to your city or coming to where you're at, you know, I'm gonna be at the airport with a sign. I'm gonna be excited and ready to greet y'all. But shout out to Angela. Ooh, Angela, I'm excited. My cousin was like, why don't you just fly back to Alaska? Because I'm like, I'm going to Vegas. Last minute tickets back to Alaska cost a lot. It is honestly cheaper for me to stay in Atlanta until the 24th than fly to Vegas without even going back home and then going to Vegas. Yes, I might have a lot of luggage, but look, I'm going to Vegas, okay? And ain't nobody gonna stop me, okay? The tickets is booked, the hotel is ready. All that needs to happen is me and Ava have to get to where we gotta go at the time that we gotta go, okay? But when I tell people about my YouTube channel and then like the people that support me, they be looking at me like I'm crazy. So I kind of keep things to myself now. I've learned my lesson. Don't you telling everybody. They be like, this, that, this, that, this, that. So I just say my friends, because y'all are my friends, y'all are my people. Okay, Anna said, there's a car for you to have a sign. I'll meet you there at the hotel. Gotta tell you, because my plate getting full, I honestly don't want to think about it. Love ya. Love you too, Angela. And I know your plate is full. And definitely praying for you. And I thank you so much for even caring about me enough to, make this whole trip happen. We talked about it like a month ago, but look, Angela really came through. That's what I'm talking about. If you say you're gonna do something, do it. If you're not gonna do it, then just don't even say it, and that's okay too. Huck said, right, everyone don't want the best. And I've learned that. I learned that the hard way. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to be fighting to help people. If I say I want to help you or I'm going to do something for you and you're giving me a hard time about it, I'm going to throw up my hands and I'm going to walk away. Because I'm not coming with ill will intentions, trying to use people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing that. And so, if you don't want help and you want to fight me about it, that's okay. I'm just not going to help you no more. I'm going to get out the way. Get out the way. Oh, and so I got meetings in San Antonio. Angela, you definitely sound like you have a busy month. You have a busy month. But I will be there in Vegas. Hey, you better be, Angela, because we about to chill, Angela. Okay, so back to me looking up. See, I get distracted. Back to me looking up. Oh, I would love to see Lunel. We gotta have to see her on a trip when we ain't got no kids. They got a zombie burlesque. That's crazy. Okay, let me filter this because I kind of want to go to a dance show. So let me put it in there. Let me see if I can put that in there. Cause I want to see some dancing, y'all. I don't dance like that. Or I want to see some dancing, or I want to see some cool tricks. Okay, and then and this one I'm looking, you can kind of put it in there, cause it's showing me everything. I want to see some hip hop dancing. You know what? We are okay with whatever, but the spot sounds amazing. Okay, when I get on my iPhone, I'm gonna send you this show that I'm looking at. It's the Wow the Vegas Spectacular. It's like a dance show, and they're doing like a bunch of cool little tricks. I kind of want to see the Jabberwockies again. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to see them again. Ooh, Black Magic Live. See, they gonna make me want to come to Vegas with no kid. They got a stripper 1-on-1. What? They got a Black Girl Magic fantasy show. Okay. Okay, answer that fire one doesn't have to be on site, but try to find something for just you and Ava, please. Okay, will do. I have 2 shows I'm looking at. Uh, and I'll send them both to you. It's the Wow, the Vegas Spectacular, and I really love the Jabberwockies. I would go see them again. Because we had a lot of fun in that. So I'll send you those 2. Okay, yeah, those 2 shows, and then yeah, I'll send those to you, and I'll look up Spa. I know that we were gonna do one day at the little arcade for her. We'll do the shows. We're gonna do the pool a lot because I feel so bad. Last time we went to Vegas, we didn't even make it to the pool. There is a lot to do in Vegas. I see why people take multiple trips to Vegas. I think the Wow show, the show that I was looking at, one of them was by Circus du Soleil. I'm probably not saying it right. Oh no, it was Wow, the Vegas Spectacular. Okay, so you're saying the Cirque du Soleil? Yeah, that one looks freaking tight. That one does look tight. And it's not a bad price because it's like $50, $60. That one looks tight. Yeah, I want to see. Okay, I'll send you probably like 2 or 3 shows that we would be willing to go see. But there is a lot to do in Vegas. Like when we went, we would like wake up, leave the hotel, or not leave the hotel, but go down to eat breakfast at the Pyramid Cafe, and we would just walk around the hotel because like it was connected to other hotels, and so there was like a walkway. It's like we didn't even go outside really. We just like, and I see why people be tired. And when they told me, they said when you come to Vegas, bring comfortable tennis shoes because if you're walking a lot and you got sandals on, your feet gonna be jacked up. So we already got a lot to do. And you know what, Angela? I'm cool with just staying in the room too and resting and laying down. Okay, okay. Y'all know I am Chef Big Bank, but I am also very frugal. Too frugal. Too frugal. And the first day I went to Vegas, I was like, okay, I gotta stop. It's expensive here. I gotta let it go. I gotta enjoy myself. Okay, I'm gonna do a panel show in like 30 minutes just because I owe y'all this show. I'm gonna try to do like probably like an hour or 2 on the show. We're gonna talk about that sub or Sam's Club worker who threw the food at the customers, and we're gonna talk about is the customer always right. But I'm gonna try to do probably like an hour or 2 because I gotta run some errands. Um, I was gonna get off here, but I know when I pull up to the foodie gang, I just be talking and talking and talking. Talking and talking and talking. But yes, okay, I gotta get that out of my mind about the price. I gotta let it go. But I am really excited about the rest of this year. And I feel like things are looking up for me already. I know God got me. And lady, guess I got my sunglasses on, girl. I got my sunglasses on. People be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, why you got some shades on, girl? It's dark outside. Look, mind your business. Mind your business. But for some, I don't know what it is about me. And people be up in my business. I don't know why. And I'm not talking about tall food gang. It be like regular people, like my family be in my business. When I go to gymnastics, they be asking me questions about my personal life. I'm like, leave me the heck alone. I don't ask you all these questions about your life. I'm not even really worried about it. It's not my life, you know what I'm saying? Lady said, because you're important. You know, maybe that's what it is. Because they be like, oh, I heard you have a YouTube channel. Are you making a lot of money? Damn, if I was, it would like, what is that? How is that your business? I don't ask you about your finances. I don't ask you about how you pay the bill every month here. It's it's not. I don't ask you how much you make at your job. Why are you so worried? Like my sister Toy was texting me when I was in Alaska in July, and she was like, "Are you okay?" Yes. I'm at home minding my business. Why would I not be okay? I don't know. People be all up in my business. And what you let go for life, what you choose, I see, not the cereal. So the pancakes, French toast, and waffles, which one you pick for life? Oh, lady, thank you so much. Because, okay, on the thumbnail of this picture, I did ask y'all a question and I forgot to mention it. Let me bring up the picture. Did I have a dude on here? There was a question. Look, we've been on here for like almost 2 hours. I never even asked a question. Okay, it was one has to go. Let me show y'all the picture. The words might be backwards. One of them's pancakes, cereal, waffles, and French toast. One gotta go forever. And thank you, lady, because I totally forgot about this whole thing. Lady be looking. One has to go. Ooh, lady, that's smart. Lady said the milk. I love asking people these questions because some people be coming up with some smart answers. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all a picture again. I'm just gonna download it to my phone so I can show y'all their picture. Lady, I've been on here for almost 2 hours and never asked this question. I forgot about it. Thank you. Shout out to Lady. Keeping this channel together. Okay, here we go. Okay, one has to go. Cereal, pancakes, waffles, French toast. This is hard. I think... Okay, these are 3 breads. So I think because of that, French toast maybe. I think French toast because like I got pancakes and waffles. So that is pretty much already like a bread item. And cereal is good for those days where you don't have a lot of time. So I think I need to get rid of one of the carbs, right? What do y'all think? Ansel said cereal. Lady said the milk. And you know what? I'll take away one blueberry from the French toast. I'll take away one blueberry. Okay, Angel pancakes gotta go. Lady said, you know what? I want to say that, but yeah, so I chose smart. When I get older, or people in general get older, that milk don't hit right for the body. You know what? That lactose intolerant. Some people, this milk be tearing up their stomach. So I completely agree with you, but I totally forgot about this question. Thank you so much, lady. Okay. One gotta go forever. Pancakes, cereal, waffles, or French toast. If you missed the live stream while it's live, you can always comment down below and let me know. This is a good one. This is a good one. Okay. I'm gonna do another live stream in like 30 minutes, so I should get out of here, wash these dishes, charge my phone up, and get ready. We're gonna probably do like an hour or two. That's the goal. Y'all know, y'all get up here and be talking. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna blame y'all. It's me. I be talking. Um, lady came in here and reminded us, well, reminded me of the original question. I've been on here for all this time and ain't asked you the question. But I gotta go. I'm gonna get ready for my live stream. I got a new laptop charger so I can do more panel shows. Hey Empress said pancakes. And then she said, Angel said I'm lactose intolerant, but if I eat the others, the milk will help me go. Look, lady, I had my glasses on the whole time. You ain't gonna do me like that, okay? But yes, I'll see you guys in 30 minutes. Y'all know I'll be late. Stay tuned though, turn notifications on. And it's gonna be a panel show. I want you guys to tell me if you guys think the customer is always right. We're also gonna review this video that I posted on my video tab on my page. I'll see you in a little bit. Y'all already know what it is. Hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. This is Kitchen Talk with Chef Big Bank. And lady said, I've been watching. Well, lady, look, I have my glasses on the whole time. But, Foodie gang gang. Foodie gang gang gang. I see y'all.